Before we speak about this program, yoga therapy or longevity, I believe on your screen you can see these two news clippings. India is aging rapidly. 1 in 5 will be a senior citizen by 2050. This is an Indian aging report which was published by India Today in year 2023 while we were developing this program. The second is an analysis report by WHO, which says by 2030, 1 in 6 people in the world will be aged 60 years or over. And friends, this number will double by 2050. So the first question is, are we prepared? Let us first understand one important reality. The world is aging rapidly. This means the conversation around health is no longer only about fitness or flexibility. The deeper question now is, how do we help people age with dignity, mobility, emotional stability, and better quality of life? Before I could proceed and explain you more about this program, so interestingly, while modern healthcare is trying to solve this challenge, there are already communities in the world where people naturally live longer, healthier, and happier lives. These places are called blue zones. Blue zones are regions where people regularly live beyond 100 years of age, not merely surviving, but living with vitality and purpose. When we were developing this program, we studied these communities deeply and we realized something very important, that longevity is not only medical, it is lifestyle based, it is emotional, it is social, and it is spiritual. So, naturally, this raises a very important question for us as a yoga teacher, therapist, wellness professionals. How do we create such environment today? How do we help senior adults move better, breathe better, think clear, feel emotionally supported, and age with awareness instead of fear? So, our goal is not just to create another yoga TTC. Our vision is much, much bigger. With this program, we plan to empower yoga teachers, yoga therapists, caregivers, and wellness professionals with practical tools that can genuinely support the aging population. We believe yoga can become a preventive and therapeutic system for the future of aging. Therefore, this program came into existence. This program integrates three important dimensions together: the yogic science, the Ayurvedic wisdom, modern medical understanding. So, what exactly will participants gain through this journey? I think with the batch 4, launching this batch 4, we have some of our students who would like to speak few lines on this program. And we have invited Ritu Worthy, who is currently pursuing this program under batch 3. And she is one of the yoga therapists who is working closely with senior citizen from Delhi.
Good evening to Dr. Vinita, Dr. Pankaj, my gurus. So, thank you so much for inviting, first of all, Shivani. I'm really grateful to be here as almost an alumni of this beautiful geriatric care yoga course. When I first joined, I thought it will be just an extension of my basic yoga course and my medical yoga therapy courses, which I've already done. And I just joined it because I just wanted a little more knowledge on, maybe I thought I will be missing something or the other thing that will be added to my knowledge, because most of my clientele is already senior citizens. But when I joined and I started studying, initially it was overwhelming because the course was very vast, very deep. So it is not a very light or surface level course, I would say, which I already realized in the first module itself, in anatomy. But the way Dr. Vinita explained, and the way she teaches, I mean, first of all, we will just keep on noticing her, how she remembers everything on tips without reading, without checking on her notes much. She's explaining. So that also gave me a lot of motivation that, maybe one day we will also try to know things like she is able to teach us, maybe we will also reach some level at some point of time. So that was a great motivation, because anatomy is in very deep, and we had to go through the lectures so many times. So it does require your sincere attention and openness to learn. Sometimes it can feel intense, but that's the beauty of the course. You know, it is intense, it is deep, it is vast. So you feel yourself at one point of level that what you are doing actually. It's not just another normal, simple course that you think that you will be able to manage, easily. But at the same time, the guidance, the motivation from you and your team, and a quick responsiveness is which kept on motive, and then progress tracking that you provide us, and time to time these follow up sessions, they all helped us a lot. And motivation is always there, that never lacked. So that is the beautiful journey, I would say. And as it comes to my client handling, so, after especially doing this Ayurveda course, I realized I'm able to already tell my clients what kind of problems they are going to face. So that was something that was coming on my tips. The criteria that Dr. Pankaj taught us, how to guess the doshas and what kind of problems they may face according based on the doshas. And I also started preparing my questionnaires, and not just the standard questionnaire. I'm also starting to make my customized questionnaires for my clients, which is very deep, and observing the clients on based on their body languages, on their way of speaking, on their habits, and so many other things that sir taught us. So that has been a great value addition. So I'm really thankful that I did this course, and I'm just extending my thanks and best wishes to the new joinees. And you're going to get great value from this course for sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ritu. Thank you so much. And honestly speaking, that without the students' trust, without the kind of energy you reflect in the program, neither the mentors nor the content reciprocate in the same way. So it's very important for us, the students who join this program, they equivalently support the program with their enthusiasm, with their trust, with their attention. So I'm really grateful that it's going on both the directions, that the how the energy the mentor has given to the program. Similarly, the students are also embarking on the same way. So thank you so much, Ritu, for joining us and sharing your testimony about this program, sharing your journey about this program. Moving ahead, friends, we also have some of the participants who wanted to express their gratitude not only to the mentors, share their journey, but they couldn't join in. So they have shared a video message and an audio message. So let me share it on the screen.
Namaste, everybody. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the TTC on geriatrics that you are starting. First of all, well, we all know, all those who want to get into geriatrics and yoga, we know that aging is not a disease. It's bound to happen. We all get older. In fact, getting older, living long and getting older, I would say, is very lucky that our lives don't end too soon. So the aging process, we will all have to go through it. And what would be best is to go through it in a very informed and healthy manner. Staying healthy, that's what I mean. How to do that is very well explained in all the various modules that you are going to be participating in the geriatrics TTC. You have top class, absolutely excellent professors, doctor professors, who are going to be in charge of your learnings and your knowledge, the increase of your knowledge, let's say. We have modules on, of course, anatomy and physiology, different systems of the body that we will be looking into and working with, knowing that obviously with age there is a general weakness. There's certain muscle control loss, muscle loss, etc. And there are probably also digestive issues, but different systems physiologically and anatomically show up different deficiencies and disorders. You will also have modules dealing with emotional health as we grow older, emotional health, mental health, how to deal with that. So you'll also be studying psychology, and finally there's going to be Ayurveda and nutrition, how to stay healthy through your nutrition, through what we ingest, which is very important throughout our lives, but even more so the older we get. In Ayurveda, we are going to learn that as we get older, there is an increase of Vata element, how to appease that, what could be the deficiencies, what could be the disorders starting, and how to handle all that with our patients, with the yogis, the aged yogis that we are going to be handling, that we are going to have in our hands, under our responsibility. So it's an amazingly well thought out TTC with of course a lot of our work, interest and curiosity and interest and work that we have to put in, because there will be some extremely interesting assignments to complete. It's also going to help increase your overall interest in yoga in general, because that's how important this TTC is. It's not just about aging and geriatrics, it's about how to handle life. We are handling life, and as we handle life and go through life, we are aging. So in that sense, this is an extremely important TTC, and I wish you all the very best. And I know all of you will definitely at the final stages excel, because you are going to be in brilliant hands of three amazing doctor professors. Enjoy and keep it going. Thank you so much.
So this was Swati Chaudhary from Italy, who has joined this program in the batch 1, and she has been teaching closely to the students from Italy, France, UK, who age between 60 to 80, 85 years age. So that's the kind of transformation she's able to brought with this kind of program in her students, that she's so confident. She's candidly coming out and speaking positively about this program. So we have one more student from batch 2 who has joined from Bombay.
Respected teachers, respected organizers, and dear friends. This integrated program does not just train teachers, it shapes human beings and deepens our understanding of quality living. Having worked in yoga therapy for some years, I believe I understood the aging body. I left this course enlightened and quietly transformed. The course offers a deeper understanding of the aging body, an appreciation of yoga's philosophy as a living therapeutic tool, not just physically, but psychologically and spiritually. Geriatric yoga in this form is at its most refined and most purposeful, weaving Ayurvedic wisdom into the practical truth of how seniors live, eat, and heal. Beyond knowledge, this course has also given me reverence. Every elder we connect with carries a lifetime within them. Our role is not to fix, It is to honor, to support, and gently illuminate. Deepest gratitude to Haloma Yoga, Miss Shivani Gupta and her wonderful team. And our deepest respects to our mentors, Dr. Vinita Ketkar, Dr. Ganesh Rao sir, and Dr. Pankaj. A very, very big thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Namaste.
Now I request Haloma Yoga team to please start with the screen sharing so that we can move ahead with this program. So this gives us a gratification, the kind of feedback our students are sharing with us, because Haloma Yoga is one of the pioneer in sharing the kind of program, in building this program. So we are really, really grateful. So friends, you have already seen what this program is made of. But I would still quickly take you through that this is a specialized yoga teacher training course. It's a geriatric care, senior citizen care. It's an 80 hours program spread in a 6.5 months program, a complete pure online course where we have three beautiful mentors who have taken care of three modules. The first module is Understanding Physiology of Aging for Senior Adults with Holistic Yoga Practice. This is by Dr. Vinita Ketkar. And this module lasts for 28 hours. Then we have module 2 by Dr. N. Ganesh Rao. This module is Understanding Aging Psychology and Rehabilitation of Mental Health with pranayama and other yoga techniques. A third module is by Dr. Pankaj Chansarkar, an Ayurveda Vaidya, who helps you in understanding micro and macronutrients and integrate Ayurvedic principle to promote overall health, vitality, and balance. Friends, honestly speaking, the program integrates medical science, Western science, yoga therapy, and Ayurveda. Here we are taking care of body, mind, and the food that nourishes. Because we are not talking about curing senior citizen. We are giving them a better life. We are talking about something that makes them responsive to the first line of treatment, what they are taking care, what they are actually into for any kind of cure or for any kind of treatment. But it's just that the entire purpose is with the help of yoga therapists to make their life better. Now let's talk about how this program is delivered. This program is technical program with a purpose to make this program flexible, efficient, and accessible. So as soon as you register in this program, you will be provided with your dashboard. And the dashboard is provided so that you do not have to go out and see or seek any assignments, lectures anywhere out. Everything is available on your personal dashboard. It helps you to learn at your own pace, learn anytime, anywhere, organize the content, pause, rewind, and revisit your lectures, access to the expert knowledge. There is a community of geriatric care where the previous graduated students share their knowledge, share their work areas. That always helps. As a community, it always helps to collab, to learn together. So the format of the program is there is total 80 hours in this program. 39 hours are provided as a pre-recorded lectures and 40 hours are provided as live Zoom question answers. These live Zoom sessions happens only on Saturdays and Sundays. Yes, there are assignments, there are assessments, but that is not a rocket science. Trust me, friends, at age of 60, 65, we have seen some of the participants participating in these assignments and assessments with more better vigor and enthusiasm as compared to any 10th or 12th standard students. I'll give you an example, a template of how the lectures look like. We call these lectures as sandwich model. This entire format is called as sandwich model, where the self-study lectures and live Zoom sessions does not happen in one go. They are spread in such a way that the self-study lectures followed by live Zoom sessions, helps you not only to understand those self-study lectures very well at your own pace, but it also helps you to get your questions attended. So if you'll see the green marked timetable is all live Zoom sessions, while the white marked is self-study lectures. So if we start this program on 23rd of May, the first session is live by Dr. Vinita Ketkar, who's taking care of Module 1. Followed after that are all self-study lectures until 14th June. So from 23rd May till 14th June, there are no lectures. All lectures are provided on your dashboard on stipulated date at particular time. But why do we follow this kind of format, friends? We follow this kind of format because we are not only training these therapists, we are also offering them a transformation through this program. What kind of transformation? So the self-study helps you to offer discipline. And as a yoga therapist, we are very well aware about the word called swadhyay. While with the live Zoom sessions, you get another level of kick by the teachers because they attend all your questions. So while you self-study, then there is another live Zoom session that happens to attend your questions. So everything goes hand in hand and you never lose the interest and discipline. So there is no slack while learning. Who is this course for? When we started developing this program, we were thinking that we are empowering yoga teachers, yoga therapists, caregivers, healthcare professionals, wellness practitioners, spiritual seekers interested in conscious aging. However, a beautiful turn happened. Somewhere, the senior citizens found this program so interesting that they started learning for themselves, their spouses, their community, their friends, their family. So this program is not only for yoga teachers, yoga therapists, caregivers, but also we welcome wholeheartedly as a senior citizen, scrum leader of any community. You can always reach out to us to join this program because this program is meant for transformation. People of age 60 and above and younger age is joining to help themselves as well. Let's talk about the program fee. We wanted to make this program accessible. While developing the program, we realized the fee was going to somewhere around 1 lakh. So we brought it down to 64,999. However, we have early bird offers, which revises this program fee to 58,499. But for all the attendees who are joining this program, attending it live, we have some special discounts with you. Our team has already recorded your names. You can always reach out to understand those discounts and EMIs. In fact, for the EMIs, we have no extra taxes. The program fee is split in such a way that there is no extra taxes are added on the program fee with a purpose that the program should be accessible to the student who needs it not only to transform oneself but to bring that transformation in the community as well. So friends, there are a lot of students who always say that this program does not offer only the easy and flexible yoga for senior citizens. More than that, it offers intelligent yoga. Our graduates have termed this yoga as intelligent yoga because they say that we require a lot of presence, mindfulness, wisdom, intelligence while sitting giving one-to-one therapy to our senior citizen students. And that's the beauty what our mentors are trying to teach them, to help them with in this 6.5 months of training with 80 hours of material. So now let me invite the first module that was closely built with Dr. Vinita Ketkar, who's not only an MBBS professional, but has worked closely with Sri S.V. Karindikar and Guruji, B.K.S. Iyengar, for more than 40-50 years. So let me welcome her, Dr. Vinita Ketkar, on the screen. Namaskar, ma'am. And first of all, thank you so much for trusting us and helping us to build this program, which is one of the pioneer program in Indian yoga ecosystem.
Of course, of course. So welcome to Indian global platform of Hello My Yoga, which brings students and teachers on one platform as it is Shivani's dream. Thanks to Shivani, and I appreciate her sincere and tireless efforts to make each TTC a distinguished, application oriented, and a rich experience. We all are traveling on the path of information, turning into knowledge, ending into wisdom. But information is available on one click now. So what is significant is to convert it into knowledge. And that is what is, I feel, the teacher's skill, to convert it into knowledge so that students will remember it forever. Further is enhancing this knowledge by sharing our experiences, whatever we have in our clinical practice, so that the application becomes not only knowledgeable, but inspiring, pleasurable, and of course, purposeful, because everybody needs a purpose and of course a pleasure. This journey is always interactive. As Shivani makes it a point that after few lectures, there is a one-to-one session where we can have a dialogue with each other, and it will be very interactive. Whatever questions, whatever doubts you are having in the mind after listening to our recorded lectures, you can straight away ask the questions. And we also enjoy it because many times we learn from students always. So students also. So it's teachers and students learning from each other, and that makes us rich too. Now coming to syllabus, which is meticulously curated by Shivani. As far as my spectrum is concerned, it will be going through the basics of geriatrics, what is geriatrics, and what is the fundamental understanding of aging. And then all the beautiful systems of our body playing in harmony with a musical orchestra, and the systems like you all know: central nervous system, cardiovascular system, respiratory system, digestive, excretory, endocrines, most important, the immune system. So if all the participants know these fundamental principles about anatomy as well as physiology of these systems, then it becomes easy for you to attend these geriatric people, to understand their difficulties or their diseases and disorders, what they are dealing with and how they are dealing with, and how we should be compassionate to understand their day-to-day difficulties to help them. Application of yogic science based on Ashtanga Yoga is Shivani's passion. Shivani, I think, dreams Ashtanga Yoga every day. So we are going to listen to Dr. N. Ganesh Rao sir for Ashtanga Yoga applications. And for me as a practicing allopath doctor, we call it medical yoga. So our foundation is called as Gnosis Medical Yoga Foundation. The study of breathing, study of heart functions, sensory pathways leading to emotions, digestion mainly for gut-brain axis, wonders of hypothalamus and cerebral cortex working at subconscious level and conscious level, and how it matures slowly as we age. So our responses are different, our reactions are different. And as we always like to say that Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tan Nirodha. So Abhyasa is a continuous process which is going to happen in our life, everybody's life. But the detachment, the Vairagya, of course, Rao sir will talk more about it, but how that can be inculcated as the part of geriatric care. So in fact, when we are attending somebody, we are attending ourselves. And that is how this yogic science helps us too. So to complete the spectrum, Shivani has of course added the Ayurvedic wisdom, because as our Ayurveda said, Jivet Sharadashatam. So 100 years are guaranteed. Of course, now they are not guaranteed because we are not breathing the same air, Dr. Pankaj sir. We are not eating the same food which was eaten by the people when Ayurveda took birth. But still, the technique, the science, of course, you will understand from Pankaj sir. And that makes this whole geriatric care TTC program a very special program because you learn all aspects of it. And ending with a note that geriatric care TTC program is going to offer you various ways. Definitely, the technical ways are very important in day-to-day practice to live to live life not only longer but better longer. That is a healthier longer or better longer. And I'm sure you are going to enjoy this program by paying attention to main three aspects, as we say. The musculoskeletal aspect, because we have to move, life is movement. Emotional, because we have to be emotionally stable. And of course, the cognitive, because the boss is sitting up high above and that boss is working properly, probably everything happens properly. So, the musculoskeletal, emotional, cognitive care, of course, with food as an important part. I think you are all going to enjoy this program. As Shivani said, all professionals also and for self-care also. I really am happy, Shivani, to hear that people are definitely curious to know about this course for the self-care or the spouses or the partners. So all my best wishes to the participants and the curious students who have joined this course. And I welcome you all on this board. And let's meet soon because Shivani's timetable is all ready. Right, Shivani? Thank you so much.
And let me invite our second module mentor, Dr. N. Ganesh Rao, on the screen.
Dr. Vinita, Dr. Pankaj, namaste to both of you. Yes, Shivani, can I come to the gallery mode? More comfortable with that mode, yeah? I will come to the gallery mode, yeah? Where is that gallery mode? Yeah, that's nice. So I can see some of them. Can I ask Rekha, Ritu, Nupur, Manish, please come on the phone. Come on the screen, sorry. It's so odd to speak to only names or, mobile brands. Yeah, that's nice. Sunita, Ritu, Rekha, please come on the line wherever you are. Nupur, Manish, Dr. Arun Gupta. Always nice to speak to persons rather than names. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Dr. Arun, thank you very much. Manish, Rekha, if you can come, please come. Yeah. Okay.
Sir, it's little
I can
difficult for
I
me.
can see some faces on the screen, so it's not. Ramanjit ji, namaste. Nice to see you. I see Ramanjit regularly.
Pleasure.
Or
Pleasure is
again.
mine. Honor is mine, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice, nice. Very nice you are there. Okay. Yeah. Just to speak a few words on geriatric care per se, and then my module, what does it cover? Yeah. I mean, if you look at the demographic transition that is happening, all over the world, one cannot escape the gloomy scenario, which is almost frightening, that comes in front of us, that the number of elderly people in 5 years' time will be more, for the first time since human species has come on earth, will be more than youngsters of 5 years and less of age. Secondly, day in and day out, we hear of old age homes, cooperative societies for older people increasing in numbers all over the country. Yeah. And I'm from Mumbai, and personally, I have come across so many couples who, as parents, have sacrificed work, effort, sent their children abroad, and after attaining education there, expensive education, the children have taken jobs there, and now there is no chance for them to come back. And the parents who are at home, being alone at home is not possible. They are shifting to old age homes. I mean, this is the scenario we are seeing everywhere. The fact remains that whosoever we are, when we grow old, we are definitely dependent, except for a few rare exceptions We become dependent because aging is a natural, biological, universal, inevitable process. There is no escape for anyone. I always quote the example of Michael Jackson, the so-called famous singer, who at one point of time employed 35 specialists to take care of each part of the body and system of the body so that he does not fall sick. And paradoxically, this person passed away at the age of 53, where normal people live up till 75, 80 with 35 specialists round the clock taking care of all the systems in the body. This person passed away. So death is the only certainty in life, and the only uncertainty is, when am I going to die? This is very uncertain. So aging is very natural. The organic failure, if not failure, at least retarding in the functions, the level of functions, the efficiency going down, whether it is physical, mental, is absolutely inevitable. Having said that, personally, I feel taking care of the old has two dimensions. One, learning how to take care is not only for others, but for us also. The participants also are going to grow old and they also have to know how to take care of themselves. And then taking care of people around, I think, is a family obligation, community obligation, society obligation, and national obligation. I'm saying so because probably among all living beings, human children, from the time they are born then to the time they become independent, is the longest tenure. And in that longest tenure of us as children, somebody has taken care of us. So it's but natural as an obligation, a moral obligation, that we not only taking care of our parents, but also older people, elderly people in society. It's very, very essential. And now the services which are formal medical services, which can cater to this geriatric care, is very limited. I mean, it's a totally disproportionate scenario where formal service can be provided and the number of people who are growing older day by day, that is just, in geometric progression is growing. So at the end of the day, who is going to take care of these elderly people? This is a big question. And that is why in this scenario, specialists, particularly geriatric care specialists from yoga point of view, become indispensable. I'm saying especially from yoga point of view because normally we look at taking care from the physical and the mental side. Yeah. But yoga also provides you care from two more dimensions of human personality, that is from the energy side and the consciousness side. A yoga therapist, a yoga teacher, well established in yoga philosophy, well established in yoga practices, can not only take care of the body and the mind, but also cater to the energy requirements, to the awareness levels of the elderly persons there. That is why, probably a yoga therapist may be in a better position to take care of elderly people than most of the exclusively, care providers. And keeping that in mind, thanks to LMI Yoga, thanks to Shivani, so much of work, sincerity has gone beyond this, that every time we are learning something, and even the three modules, if you look at an elderly person, these are the three directions which he or she requires care. One is how to take care of the body, which is slowing down. When we study about old age, definitions of old age, there is no unanimous definition of what is an old age. Okay. Unfortunately, UNO does not also give the definition. But the one criterion which goes as far as elderly people are considered is that slowing down. This is a criteria which happens whether it is slowing down physically, whether it is slowing down cognitively, affectively. Slowing down is a natural process. Absolutely natural process. So taking care on one side on the physical part, sicknesses of the body, the anatomy and the physiology, all the systems what Dr. Vinitika Ketkar just mentioned. Yeah, that is very, very essential. That is first starting point. Mens sana in corpore sana, sound mind and a sound body. First, your body has to be sound. Second, that soundness of the body requires special care as far as diet is concerned. So there is a module which is dedicated, specifically dedicated to diet. And Ayurveda is, I consider, as micromanagement of nutrition and diet. It goes into details, and it does not provide, what do you say, a one solution fitting all. It is taking care of each person's nature and then providing, diet solutions to him. So very nicely, the second module, the one module of Ayurveda, which caters to the diet, and then coming to my module, which becomes the main problem, mind. Upanishads say the person who has mastered the mind is more powerful than the most powerful emperor in the universe. I mean, that is the significance of the mind there. And this mind, once one side is capable of making mess, on the other side is capable of making magic. Most of the time it is mess. So the question is, how do I transit from the mess to the magic there? So that model becomes critical in understanding, mind from geriatric point of view. So understanding what the mind is. And let me tell you, I have been fortunate to, teach Western psychology, and there is no specific subject like Indian psychology, because psychology in India gets enmeshed with philosophy. Yeah. But now with IKS coming, Indian knowledge systems coming, psychology is slowly being separated, and we have Indian psychology as a separate subject there. And in this Indian psychology, yoga and Sankhya are considered as Indian psychology. If you take the Shada Darsanas, we talk about Vedanta, which is Jnana oriented, Mimamsa Karma oriented, Nyaya logic oriented, Vaiseshika, theory of evolution there. When you come to Yoga and Sankhya, it is total Indian psychology. And let me tell you, the treatment given to mind, whether you talk about Chitta or Buddhi or Ahankara or Manas, is so much in detail that a yoga student, a Sankhya student, will be able to understand the functioning of the mind much better than any other, person who studies the mind there. So we are going to study the mind there, look at all the problems, look at the techniques for correcting the mind on one side. Also, we cannot, sort of neglect the mental disorders from the Western psychological point of view, whether it is organic disorders, functional disorders, whether it is neurosis, whether it is psychosis, whether dementia, whether it is dementia, and then how to take care of these problems from the yogic point of view. Also, tips provided to counseling, because I find at the end of the day, the yoga therapy, as far as geriatric care, can become effective only when the therapist gains the confidence of the elderly person and is able to understand the elderly person. So it is a question of how do I deal with this person from a day-to-day dialogue point of view, talk to the person, get the confidence of the person, ensure that, okay, I provide, So the counseling part there, we go to the Western side, we talk about Viktor Frankl, we talk about Freud, we talk about, I mean, it's a total way of looking at it. And from all those things, how do I take care of this particular unique individual in front of me? How do I take care of it? When it comes to geriatric care, there are two ways. I always think that one is to grow old, maintaining good health, first part. The second is the approach to old age. That is very important. I always feel we must grow old gracefully and die beautifully. Old age is inevitable. So there's no question of revolting, rebelling, or fighting against old age. It's a question of accepting it. How do I accept it in a graceful manner? Yes, I'm growing old. There's no two things about it. And if I have accepted it, how do I take care of it and ensure that my passage, the remaining days, are beautiful? So grow old gracefully, die beautifully. This is the whole phenomenon. There's no question of avoiding growing old. That option is not available. So question is, okay, healthily, how do I grow old? with this brief, exposition of what the course does and what I will do in the course, along with my, I am so fortunate to have two brilliant colleagues with me, sincere, brilliant Dr. Vinita and Dr. Pankaj, that I think any person who comes here, in fact, we have already done 3 courses, 3 batches there. And the feedbacks online that we are getting are so heartening that we, Shivani, myself, and my two colleagues always think about what more we can do, what better we can do, how we can improve the course. This is a pioneer course, and lots of students are coming from abroad for this because geriatric care is more important for them in the country there. Our family structure, which so far has not weakened to the point of being extinct, it's still there. Our family provides some care to the elderly people, but in the Western world, it is a drastic problem, a severe problem. So lots of students enrolling from the other countries also. It is, we are growing along with our students, keeping a tab on how do we improve more and more, more and more. The foundation has been set. The recordings that Shivani has done are fabulous. They're very clear, and the students in the course, when they hear the recording, they are clear. Okay, if there are any questions, there are in person to person transaction so that their questions are sorted out. In fact, lots of time in the transactions that I have had, interactions that I've had with the students of these last 2 courses, it is actually, I have this older person, can you tell me how to take care of this person? Or this person is there who has this unique problem, how do I handle it? So this sort of questions are coming. So we are evolving. The course is evolving, the teachers are evolving, and the students are getting benefit of that whole thing there. I mean, I personally feel nice to be a part of this course as a faculty, and we are doing a good work there. So I welcome, all the participants, prospective participants who are sitting in front of me today. Of course, Ritu is there in the last batch; she has already enrolled. So from my side, I wish people become more and more, because I feel rather than helping others, we also should know how should I grow old gracefully. So it is having double-edged benefit for my personal benefit and for me providing therapy. Because I always say, that when I sit for counseling with a person in front of me and that person goes on pouring the problems, one part of my mind says, look, these are the same problems that I am also facing, which Freud talked about double focus. It's just that you're sitting on that side of the bench, I'm sitting on this side of the table. So it is your problems, I'm trying to help you, but my problems are also the same. So the question is, how do we handle this situation? Yeah. So thank you very much, Shivani. Thank you, Dr. Vinita. Thank you, Dr. Pankaj, being a part of this course. I welcome the participants and I look forward to, it takes time for it to catch, but once it catches fire, the momentum will grow. And by that time, we will come out with more and more, improved modules, improving on what we can offer to the students there. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Rao. And Sir has beautifully emphasized on that while going through the lectures, this program also gave us a feel that even I am going through that problem. And at that point of time itself, we always suggest to our students that the real transformation happens from inside to outside. So there are a lot of students, because of these reasons, there are a lot of students who are joining this program, not only to teach to their community, but also to apply these things on themselves. And I always say why the yoga therapists are well preferred by any other professional therapist. Reason behind it, because yoga therapists have seen that transformational journey and they have witnessed that transformational journey. So, friends, talking about the third module, before that, I would like to cite an example. And as a senior citizen or senior or a care therapist for a senior citizen, you might have always seen that they have tens of medicines to consume every day. Is there a way to reduce those counts of medicines? Is it a way to help them to jump into that decision of just popping the medicine rather than going to the kitchen and make few changes in their lifestyle, in their food, in their habits? And that's the reason we have got Dr. Pankaj Sarkar on board as the part of module 3. Now I would like to welcome Dr. Pankaj Chansarkar on the screen. Namaskar, sir.
Thank you, Shivani ji. Namaste, Dr. Vinita, Dr. Rao. Good to be again back as a team together. So it feels nice. Actually, I'm a bit jealous about the technology nowadays because it has become so structured and easy for learning. Actually, when we were learning, it was up to us what we want to learn. Nobody was going to give us the insight or any structured way of learning, basically. The program is so nicely designed that you understand your body, you're all functioning, that Dr. Vinta is going to take care of, and the entire systems, how they work. Second, Dr. Rao will teach you about the mind, the psychology, what goes in your mind. So that is very, very important because mind is the master, basically, of the body. And there is a mind-body connection also. There is a gut-mind connection as well. So if the mind is healthy, the body feels healthy. If the mind is weak, the body also starts feeling weak. And that happens with aging. With aging, person feels what I was able to do 20 years back or 10 years back, I'm feeling restrictions, I'm not able to do those things. So mentally also he's or he or she is struggling. So if we give some tools, some support, teach them something that helps with strength of mind and the physical system as well. So it has a good structure of combination of physical health, mental health, and as my module is more about the nutrition and Ayurveda concepts, basically. So with age, Ayurveda considers that the digestive fire, our ability to process the food, the combination that our body can tolerate changes. So with there is a Ayucharya in Ayurveda. So from the birth till age 20, different lifestyle, different food habits. From 20 to 40, you need to change as per your body is growing, as per your physicalities and all. From 40 to 60, different eating patterns. Your body is now going to get depreciated. It's going to change for the aging process. So you need to understand those symptoms. And after 60, it's a totally different scenario, basically, where your body is into aging tangent, and what foods are going to help it slow down, what foods are going to help you absorb properly all the minerals, nutrition, because nowadays everything is available in the pill form. So whether the pill work or not work, that doesn't matter, but everything is available in pill form. Whether your body is able to digest it, not digest it, storing it as a fuel only, nobody knows what the pill is going and doing actually inside the body as a supplement or vitamins or anything like that. But the actual thing that works is what you are able to digest. Ayurveda considers not about nutrition as in totality. It is your digestive fire, what your body is able to digest, and recommend accordingly. So that's what we are going to deal with in my module, actually, the macro and micronutrients, where we will understand what are the needs specifically which we cannot compromise on for requirement of reducing the depreciation rate or reducing the pain, stiffnesses, or whatever metabolic slowdown that happens in the body. And what I believe and what I'm practicing also is your pharmacy is in your kitchen. Everything is there. If you combine right proportion, right things in proper combination, your body will enjoy the food, will digest it in totality, and it will give you the energy that your body needs. Usually, what happens after food, we feel lethargic, we feel tired, we feel exhausted, we want to sleep. That is not what food should do to you, actually. It should energize you, it should provide you with the nutrition, with the energy, and it should not slow you down, basically. So, if it is slowing you down, that means you are either eating in a wrong combination or your digestive fire is not strong that enough to process that combination or the food quickly. So slows down your system. So your mind receives less nutrition, less blood flow, because everything is in the gut only then. You feel sleepy. And after you sleep after eating food, you feel more tired and exhausted basically. So energy is vanished. Where the food has gone, you don't know. So that is ama in Ayurveda. Amras is the undigested food which your body generates. That is the first toxin that our body produces basically. So such small concepts of Ayurveda, how your body goes through the aging process, what are the bioenergies, Vat, Pitta, Kapha, how to understand them, by looking at person, by understanding, by feeling. Like Ritu also said that when you observe people interact with your patients and clients, you can make out from the module itself that whether it is a Vata dominant, Pitta dominant, Kapha dominant, and accordingly you choose the food, the nutrition value. You can understand the digestibility and small symptoms which happens on a day-to-day basis. You can handle it through your kitchen only, so you don't have to prescribe any medicines or any pills or any syrups or kada decoctions kind of things basically. And in my experience, single herbs work remarkably well rather than going for some complex combination of medicines. Ayurveda was never about medicine actually. It is the misconception, and it is the way the education system is that they started creating a competition with allopathy actually. There is no competition between allopathy. They go hand in hand. There is importance of modern medicine, there is importance of Ayurveda, and Ayurveda is lifestyle. It is more of preventive care. It helps your body to kind of get what you need at that moment of your age or time or your disease process basically. And when something is acute, something is serious, life-threatening, there is no alternative to modern medicine basically. So we need to understand this. We need to let our clients, our patients understand this concept, and accordingly plan their lifestyle, suggest them some remedies in such a way. And whatever we have shared in this module is coming from direct practical experience actually, because I'm majorly a clinician only. I'm practicing from last 25 years. So whatever I have suggested or recommended comes from a very practical experience, and it is a very simple and easy thing to do actually. So that is what you are going to learn in this module, and I believe that the combination of physical health, mental health, and food, there is nothing a fourth thing that your body needs actually. You're physically fit, you're mentally fit, and you're eating proper combination of food with good nutrition. So that's why this course is so complete, that once you are through it, you are a completely different practitioner, uh, like a yoga teacher, or different mindset develops actually. So you try to evaluate your clients differently. You understand their physical needs, you understand their emotional needs, and you also understand their food needs as well. So it's a very commendable effort from Shivani ji, and it's a very great team, very experienced team. Dr. Vinita, Dr. Rao. I don't know how many years of experience is there. I think it gives me more than at least 70, 75 years of experience that is guiding you with the knowledge that comes in. And the structure is very, very good. I must congratulate Shivani ji. We are now into the fourth batch. Already 3 batches have been done. And what I feel change is the quality of question answer sessions has increased remarkably, because the questions have become so deep and intense that sometimes we also think, okay, I told this or not in my lectures. So students are evaluating, so they are understanding, they are going through the lectures again and again, and understanding the concepts, and they are also evolving. So like Dr. Ganesha also said, that we are also evolving with the students and with the course. So great efforts, and I must wish all the best to whoever has completed the course for with their clients and their patients, and whoever is going to join, I would say all the best. And repeat the lectures more and more times, and you will get more and more information every time you redo it actually. So great, thank you so much, and all the best, Shivani ji, also to go ahead with this batch 4, and we'll look forward for the question answer sessions that is going to happen.
Thank you, Dr. Pankaj. Friends, before jumping to the question answer session, I wanted to say something that we are not competing here with any teacher training course. The program is pioneered in such a way that the 3 mentors of ours are actually there out in the community helping senior citizens. Therefore, when we studied this program, when we were building this program, we were studying different kinds of medical reports, different kinds of reports by WHO. And we realized a lot of gaps in current teacher training course scenario. And therefore, we invited our mentors who already have clinical experience because we wanted this program to be more an applied science rather than learning and taking away the learnings of the program. Therefore, the purpose of the program is not only once, during the journey of the program, while the learning from different modules, therapist or a person who's learning for oneself can apply it and come back in the question answer sessions with all the questions pertaining from the real experiences. Because most of the programs, most of the courses you will see once the lectures happens, it closes there itself. However, we do not operate in this way. This is a sandwich model, as I initially shared with you. Therefore, the purpose is that you keep applying and keep coming back to the teacher's question answer session with your doubts that are pertaining from the applications. That's one. Then second is, friends, we have exposed ourselves during our young age, during our middle age, for some aspirations, and we are always in fight and flight mode. And that somewhere manifests in different formats of stress. And during aging, we tend to feel different things about our physical body, about our mental state. But however, this program is joined by some of the young students not to teach out there in the community, but to apply on themselves and further help their parents. So even I will say, if you think that the program says senior citizen care and you think that you are not a yoga therapist, you have just did a basic teacher training course, still we welcome you wholeheartedly with open arms, with a reason that this transformation will help you to bring that change in yourself, in your community, and for the reason you are joining this program. So there is no such excuse that you are busy, you have a first primary profession to handle. The program is created in such a flexible way. It is so well equipped with technology. The team behind Haloma Yoga team helps you at every stage, wherever you are stuck. The mentors gives you hand holding throughout the program. So you will never feel all alone this journey. There is a huge community which is out there. Our students until batch 3 will be there in the community where you can seek out their help anywhere. So friends, we are there to help you, to assist you while you learn, while you transform, while you come back with the questions. So, and regarding the program fee and structure, we said that we have created this program so that it stays accessible with everyone. So if you have any, if you need any kind of flexibility with the payment plans, do not think that it is a hurdle. Just come out, seek out her support and assistance, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. Now we are open for the question answer session. Please feel free to unmute yourself and ask your questions. The entire Haloma Yoga team and the mentors are here to help you out.
Yeah, before any question, I will like to thank Ritu and Swati for their kind words of appreciation. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ritu. Yes. And I appreciate, Shivani, the continuous support and interaction, as you rightly said, when they are attending geriatric people and they are coming with certain difficulties or their questions, live questions in their mind, and those questions they are asking, That makes it more interesting. Rather than learn once and then apply, it is like learning, applying, and relearning and continuous learning. That makes this course very exceptional. Yes.
Absolutely, ma'am. We are open for the questions. If anyone has any questions, or then we think that the entire attendees of this program are coming and joining the program because you do not have any questions then. So, do we have any questions? No problem, friends. Soon after the program, you'll get an emailer where you'll have the contact details of entire Hello My Yoga team. You can always reach out to us, ask the questions. The program starts next week onwards, 23rd May. We'll be more than happy to address your doubts, address your questions. Let us know if you need any assistance. There are a lot of people who says that we need technical assistance. We do not know how to run the dashboard. All that. It's very easy. There are people who have joined the program and have got assistance from our end, and they are smoothly learning. Yes, Ritu, please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Shivani. I have a question about the new feature that you have added, the follow-up sessions.
Yes.
I wanted to know the structure of the follow-up sessions. How will they happen? Will they start after our course is complete, or how
So
is
it
it planned?
So it will not start soon after your course completes. It will start in some months or weeks' time. So there will be 3 lectures in an year by the teachers. So supposedly, we keep Dr. Vinita Ketkar's lecture, but before that, if you'll see in the dashboard, there is a community. So in that community, you have to keep participating with the questions. And as soon as we start getting the live questions from the students, we then understand that what is the interest area or what are the challenges, what our graduates are having. And then accordingly, we'll reach out to the mentor and then we'll ask them to develop the content. I'll say continuing yoga education program content for them. And you can always join those free live Zoom sessions that are meant to help you to keep training you, provide you the training with the material, with the right material, I'll say.
I'm so happy for this edition. Thank you so much. So, can we say that the session will be planned accordingly, the questions received from the participants, from the
Yes,
students?
in the community, in the dashboard. Yes.
Okay, that is great. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. So, friends, do we have any questions? It's okay. I do understand that this is a unique program. You might need your own time to understand more about this. So please take your time and you can always reach out to us. We are available on Sundays as well to hear or to help you out, to provide you any further assistance. And you can confirm your spot there after addressing, if you feel confident and after all your questions are addressed. So thank you so much. Let us close the session. Namaskar,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Thank you.